time, let me tell you about it. It was so my type, and we invested so much time. Girl, how many times I cried, but I invested so much time. Prepare for that lifetime ride, I invested so much time. The burnout that never subsides, but still, I invested so much time. Warning signs going off like wind chimes. But I've invested so much time. That long roller coaster ride, but I invested so much time. The emptiness after every ride. Ambition starts to die. The what ifs that consume my mind thinking it'll be different this time. Thinking of all the years I held on just because of this time. You know, I just reflect on when life makes us stop and pause and really ask ourselves, why? Why am I doing this? What's driving me? Is it influenced by a belief I was taught in my childhood? Was it influenced by what culture says is in? Was it influenced by who you are? In that piece, I was reflecting on how we can get caught in the current of the world's expectations of us, bound by the time we've invested in striving to meet a goal that may have been over some time ago. Today, we will focus on seeing things as they are in this moment, in connection with our breath and in connection with God. I love this quote by Michael Neal. We spend so much time trying to earn or justify our place here on earth. We don't have to earn our place here. We can't. We are here by grace, and that very existence is a gift. And the only thing that's up to us is how we use that gift. We are here not to strive. We are here by grace. And as we reflect on the necessary pivots in our lives, I want to ground on what the Word tells us about striving to meet the world's standards. Galatians 1:10 states, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Ecclesiastes 2:22 states, what do people get for all the toil and anxious striving with which they labor under the sun? We have all experienced that striving. I should be doing this because I've invested so much time into that situation in life that was over a long time ago or never intended for me in the first place. I was writing about the long suffering we can do for what's deemed societally correct, or charting our own way. I ask you what your why is today. If you feel nudges, if you feel you are out of your essence, I ask you, what is your essence? I ask you, who is the person that doesn't have to do anything but just be? Who is that person? You are not defined by the world. You are not defined by how long you stay in something. You can always pivot. And I encourage you and I empower you to make the decision. I ask you, how would you feel about this decision in one day? How would you feel about this decision in 1 week? How would you feel about this decision a year from now? Letting go in seasons, it's not meant to be easy. As the actual nature seasons change and we go from fall to winter to spring to summer, our bodies can have difficulty adjusting. Our bodies catch colds, we have allergies, we have to change our clothes and bring in our heaters and change our environment to adjust to the seasons. Our bodies and immune systems sometimes have difficulty adjusting to the way life shifts. But indeed we do, and we anticipate those changes of the seasons. And just like with the seasons, we can anticipate changes in our work-life balance needs too. We don't have to stay stuck. We don't have to stay stagnant. We don't have to stay complacent. You can always trust that you are in alignment when you are staying connected to His Word, when you are staying centered in silence, when you are moving in nature. So I ask you, who is that person you find in nature? Who is that person you find when you are reading the Word? Who is that person that shows up in prayer? Who is that person you were before you started to believe what society told you you were? Who was that person? I want you to connect to her right now. Here, you are safe. You are in your safe place. Here, in connection with your breath, you don't have to strive to be any more than who you are. No one can tell you who you are. Only you know that. The way you get clarity with who you are is connecting to God. And connecting to God is feeling good. Connecting to God is joy. Connecting to God is discernment. Connecting to God is power. Connecting to God is peace. There have been many powerful people in the Bible who didn't ignore those nudges in their body. And although it was hard to get out of their own way and conceptualize what God wanted to do through them, they denied themselves, gave themselves away to align their lives with what the Spirit prods them to do. We see this basis of denying of self in Luke 9:23. Then He said to the crowd, "If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your own cross daily, and follow me." But in this sacrifices, we can be encouraged. Romans 8:28 states, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Every season that changes, we survive it, right? We survive every fall. We survive every winter. We survive every spring. We survive every summer. I ask you, how can we be more proactive in life and not reactive to the seasons, but to anticipate them and anticipate the necessary pivots that are inevitable in life? That's when we move from surviving to thriving. We anticipate them. When we accept them, we take them on. Whatever that means for you, whatever timing that means for you. But I have a feeling that you are here because you've been thinking about this for some time. Maybe there was restless sleep. Maybe you can't show up the same. Maybe it's something you know you need to do. And I tell you, there's no peace in restlessness. There's peace in making the decision. Thanks for stopping by today. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I want you to know you're not alone. There have been many that have sat in this space that you are sitting in today. And in sharing together, there's healing. Psalms 32:8 states, "The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you." Let this empower you, sis. Let this empower you to make a decision that aligns with God's compass for your life. You can find more ways to embrace stillness, let go of striving, and manage stress in my course, Letting Go in Stillness, Tips for Self-Care. Until next time, take care.